Joni? Yeah. Come on up. Well, Shabbat Shalom. Hope everybody has had a good week, and I hope this will be a good Shabbat. And I'm going to invite Joni to light the Shabbat candles. And before we do so, let's sing how good it is, how sweet it is that all of us are here together. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב, הנה מה טוב, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, יאללה לה 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 לה. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. And now I'm going to invite Joni to light the Shabbat candles.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Well, Shabbat Shalom again. And let's turn to page 20. And we're just going to sing the very top. And if you know this, by all means, join in with me. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabla. Come, my friend, to greet the bride. Let the joy of Shabbat here abide. And the bride, of course, is Shabbat, who's going to join us and lift us up and enrich our lives. Lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabla lecha dodi likrat kala p'nei Shabbat nikabla Shabbat shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom. Come, my friend, to greet the bride, Let the joy of Shabbat here abide, Come, my friend, to meet the bride, Let the joy of Shabbat here abide, Shabbat shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom. And now we've welcomed the Shabbat. Now let's welcome the Shabbat angels to join us as we sing together Shalom Aleichem. You'll find this on 24 or 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKamadosh Baruchu Boachem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruchu Baruchuni L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruchu Seitchem L'Shalom Malachei HaShalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKamadosh Baruchu. Peace be to you, you angels, you messengers of the Most High. Enter in peace. Please bless all of us with peace. And when you leave at the end of Shabbat, allow your sweet peace to linger on for the rest of the day. And now we can come together formally as a congregation, and we say the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai Hamivorach Baruch Adonai Hamivorach Leolam Va'avned Hamivorach Leolam Va'avned. Praise Adonai, to whom praise is due forever. Praise be Adonai, to whom praise is due now and forever. And so let's turn now to page 147 and give thanks to God for all of creation. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro mariv Aravim bechorot mapoteach shavim uvitvuna mishane itim umachalif et hazmanim umesader et hakochavim b'meish mevoroteihem Barakia Kirutsondo Boreye Yomva Laba Maila Golev Vomor Mipnei Choshech V'chovoshech Mipnei Or Umavavir Yom Umevi Laila Umavdil Ben Yom Uvein Lamaila Adonai Tzvaot Shemo El Chai V'Kamayam תמיד ימלוך עלינו, תמיד ימלוך עלינו, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה האדמון דמי המעביב המעביב. Those of you who have it, read along with me on 147 or 265, the translation. Adonai, your majesty is proclaimed by the marvels of earth and sky. Sun, moon, and stars testify to your power and wisdom. Day follows day in endless succession, and the years vanish. But your sovereignty endures. Though all things past, let not your glory depart from us. Help us to become co-workers with you and endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. Page 148 or 266. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael ben Bethel Amcha ahavta Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadata Otanu limadata Al kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shachbeinu v'kumeinu nasiach b'chukecha ונשמח בדברי תורתך ובמצוותיך לעולם ועד כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו ובהם נגע יומם ולילה יומם ולילה Ohev Amo Yisrael, Ohev Amo Yisrael. And together the English. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age, we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment, we stand face to face with truth. In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Page 149, 267. We prepare to declare our awareness of God's presence with us right here, right now, with the words of the Shema. And we cover our eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Together, hear, O Israel, Adonai is our God, Adonai is one. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. We turn to page 150 or 268 for the commandment to love God, V'ahavta. V'ahavta macha et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'otecha v'hayivu hadvarim ha'ele asher Anochi mitzavecha v'avava hayom v'om alabavecha Vishinantam levandenecha v'dibarta bam. Vishivtecha b'veitecha uvelechtecha vadenebrech uvishoch b'chaha uvekumecha ukishartam liot al yadecha v'hayulitot afot beinenecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharemecha Leman tizkeru vasitem ekol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem. And in English, this is 150 or 268. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day. Impress them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God. We're going to sing the song of freedom, Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai. Remember those 4 words. I'm going to talk about that when I talk about the Devar Torah, about this parsha. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la. Lie, lie, la 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 la, lie, 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 lie. Mi chamocha, ba'elim Adonai. Mi chamocha, nedar bakom v'hodesh. No rabat hilot. Oh, say, Malchutecha v'anecha, Lokei hayam lifnei Moshe u'Miriam zebedei anu ve'yameru Adonai yimloch le'olam v'avineh. V'nemem amar ki v'adama Adonai et Yaakov u'geyalo miyad chazak mihimenu Baruch ata Adonai Gamal Yisra Gamal Emel. Yai lai 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 yai lai 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 ya la 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 lai lai ya la lai ya la 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 lai 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 ya lai 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 la lai 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 la 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 lai lai la 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 lai la lai la lai. Who is like you, O God, among all the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Praise to you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. A prayer for peace and safety, 153 or 271. Give us a place to rest, O God. Shelter us in the long, soft evening shadows of your truth. You are true protection and safety. In your presence, we find love and acceptance. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai hapores sukat shalom. Shalom Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Ha'Mavo Yisrael Baruch Atah Adonai HaPores Sukkot Shalom Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Ha'Mavo Yisrael V'al Yerushalayim V'al Kol Ha'Mavo V'al Yerushalayim Shalom Baruch Atah Adonai HaPores Sukkot Shalom Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Ha'Mavo Yisrael Shalom Aleinu V'al Kol Ha'Mavo Yisrael. Page 154 or 272, middle of the page. The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It's a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. In Hebrew, Shamru. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Kishe beini uvein B'nei Yisrael, oti li'olam, oti mi li'olam, v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat, l'dorotam berit olam, ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim, V'et ha'aretz v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash Sharav Vayinafash v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam berit olam. 155 or 273, we prepare for the tefillah, the individual prayer. Some of you may have read the message that I sent out, and remember some of those ideas that they may help you when we go to the second paragraph of the tefillah, which you find on 157. Adonai Sifatai Tiftach Ufi Yagid Tehillah Techama Tehillah Temecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Adonai, I open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. We stand up for the individual tefillah, the individual prayer, 155 to 167. When you finish talking to God, please be seated. Please continue praying if you're still praying. And if you've completed your prayers, join with me for a nigun or melody to lift us up to God. Yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 my la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 ya la 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 yai la 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 Yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 ya la 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 ya la ya Yai la 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 yai lai yai la 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 yai lai la 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 yai lai 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai lai 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 Yai, lie, 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 lie. Well, a few words of Torah. And there we go. And this comes from the book of Numbers, the Torah reading. It's Numbers chapter 14, verse 21. And they're talking about this verse. I'll read it in Hebrew. Ve'ulam chayani v'yamalei chavod Adonai et kol haaretz, which the simple translation is moreover, or however, as I live, the glory of God fills all the earth. Now, the word for moreover, however, is ve'ulam, and it has the letters aleph, lamed, mem in it. But if you change the vowels, aleph, lamed, mem, elaim means somebody who doesn't speak, somebody who is mute. So the sages taught in the Talmud What should a person do in order to live? Make oneself as though they were mute and could not speak. The glory of God fills all the earth. How do we understand that? Our sages read, Mi chamocha be'elim Adonai, who is like you among the mighty? They read it, Mi chamocha ba'ilmim Adonai. Mi chamocha ba'ilmim Adonai, who is like you among the mute. Elim and ilmim sounds very much alike. Now, when they say that in the Talmud, they're referring to the fact that it seems sometimes God doesn't pay attention to our suffering, but they're using it a little differently in this particular commentary from the Hasidic rabbi Tzemach Hashem Litzidi. So what does it mean, who is like you among the mute? What it means is that God is aware that people are insulting God, that people are doing things that are horrific, that are offensive, that are cruel and violent. And he hears himself cursed, and God is silent. In this way, the glory of God fills all the earth. Even in the place of curses and disrespect, the glory of God hears but is silent. This is the source for the mute person, the Elaim's person's ability to remain silent and not feel those curses, to maintain inner peace, ishtahavut in Hebrew, inner peace. Another translation might be mindfulness or calm or stillness, whether the person is praised or denounced. This is one of the most praiseworthy and exalted human states. So this is the meaning in the Psalms where it says, open your mouth wide and I will fill it. The three letters of Elaim, Aleph, Lamed, Mem, can be turned around to form Malay, Mem, Lamed, Aleph, which means full. So in other words, if we are mute, if we hold in responding, if we are quiet, then the glory of God will malay all the earth. So we have the power to make God present. Now, one other thing. Should we be mute all the time? Well, they say one other thing. They quote the Psalms, of justice you shall speak. It says that in the Psalms, and they say that refers to Torah. Of justice you shall speak. Yes, you should be quiet most of the time if you're insulted, if bad things are happening, but of justice. When there's need for justice, you speak words of Torah. So Art Green, who is a commentator on this, says, Hasidim were often mocked by both Jews and Gentiles for their extreme displays of piety. The ability to maintain silent balance in the face of attacks, an ancient teaching of Jewish and other moralists, came to be highly praised. The cultivation of inner stillness to nourish that balance requires great skill. So this verse that we're reading today could be translated, in the silent one, I, God, am alive. Through such people, through silent people, my glory fills the earth. So if you think about this, the Hasidim and many Jews, they were likely to be attacked and killed by anti-Semitic neighbors, especially in the 19th century when this commentary was written. And so they learned to not respond to insults. And that's something that has deep roots in Jewish ethics, because oftentimes we had to be silent in the face of insults, and we had to keep our dignity. So it was both avoiding being the victims of violence, but also to have dignity and not descend into hatred and pettiness and arguing. I think this is also applicable to what a lot of us are thinking about right now, which is the role of the police. My understanding is, when parents of color have their children and they get to a certain age, especially the boys, especially if they're Black or Hispanic, or even if they're poor and not Black or Hispanic, they have the talk. And the talk, they say, if you see a police person, say yes, sir, say no, sir, be silent, and show respect, because otherwise you could get killed. And this certainly is good advice. But also, I think this applies to police. When we talk about community policing, which many people feel is a more ethical and a more spiritual way and a more effective way to maintain peace in the community and avoid violence and disorder. When police people are quiet, don't speak out, don't bark out, don't shout, but listen. show the community that they're willing to listen what their concerns are and to be sympathetic. Granted, there is a place for being firm, but more important, I think, is to be Elaine, to be silent and to listen to what people say. And I think this is important in a lot of situations. Um, it's also important when people are speaking lashon hara, or saying bad things about another person. I have a client right now who is horrified. She listened to some people and her friend. They didn't know she was there, and she listened to those people making fun of her, and her friend joined in, and it was humiliating to her. Ideally, this person would have maintained silence. But perhaps a better approach, sometimes, some places, is to speak Torah, to speak justice. Hey guys, she's a friend of mine, and even if she weren't, it's really not nice to make fun of this person. So we have to balance out when to be silent and to maintain our dignity and to be quiet and listen, and when we need to speak words of Torah. We need to speak out, and of course, that's sometimes hard to figure out. It also talks here about an attitude of inner peace when your feelings rise up. And in Hebrew, the word used here is hishtahavut, sometimes translated as equanimity, or it could be translated as mindfulness, which I've talked about a lot. It's very common in psychology to talk about mindfulness. And that's to be aware of emotions, both good and bad, strong feelings. And rather than judging them or talking back to them, you're just quiet and you listen and you try to understand what your feelings are and what they have to teach you. And maybe where, even though they're teaching you some things, they also may be saying things that maybe you don't need to take seriously. But before you know that, you have to quiet yourself and listen and understand those feelings. That's the approach of mindfulness. So I'd like to conclude with three statements of Jewish wisdom. The first one comes from Ecclesiastes, and it says, and many of you are familiar with this, there's a time to be silent and a time to speak. A second source of wisdom is a Cheshbon HaNefesh, the ethical writer from the 19th century, a Musar student, who said, before you speak, you should always ask yourself, what benefit will what I say bring to me or bring to others? And finally, some of you may have heard this from our friend John Marshall. He says, if I'm quoting him right, that God has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth to show us that we need to listen more and speak less. As always, I'm interested in your comments and interested in your thoughts, and please share those with me. Shabbat Shalom, and we will go on to Misha Berach to say prayers for health and healing for those who are in our hearts and need those prayers of health and healing. And we especially want to remember our friends, Danny and Judy and Jim and Terry, and I want to remember my teacher and Rabbi Steve Sager. I want to remember my clients, Stephanie and Beverly and Sylvia. Also, actually, our friend Leanne and my friend Lisa, and everybody who's sick and everybody, especially, who's suffering from COVID. The Misha Berach prayer, we're going to find this on 253 or in the thick book on 371. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Haberamcha Ligimaten Vemenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mekor Haberamcha Lavotenu, bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit. Amen. We turn now to page 282 on the bottom of the page, or page 586 for the Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורל לנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We've just praised the sovereign of the universe in Hebrew, and we've proclaimed the greatness of the Creator who set the Jewish people apart from other families of the earth, giving the Jewish people a destiny unique among the nations. For that reason, we bent our knees, we bowed down, acknowledging the supreme sovereign, the Holy One of blessing. We hope for the day when all of us will come together, be united as brothers and sisters, worshiping God in our own way. And we express this hope with the prayer from the prophet, V'ne'emar, middle of 287 or 591. V'ne'emar, V'haya Adonai, Lemelech al kol haaretz, Bayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, Ushemaho echad. Mourner's Kaddish, we're going to find this on page 294 or 598. We want to remember our friends Connie Thymius and also Michael Kirsch and Michael Bush. And we remember the following people who have the art sites: Philip Wolfson, Morris Klein, Arnold Schreiber, Joel Arkin, Esther Glickman, Sam Belkin, Mayor Cohen, and Harry Von Prague, and everybody else who doesn't have somebody to say Kaddish for them. Together as a community of mourners of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, v'yulama divrach chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ul'olamei olamaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei degudsha v'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, dush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran v'yolama v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May God give peace to us, to all the Jewish people, to all people everywhere, and let us all say amen. The Kiddush, and you will find this if you have a prayer book, you'll find it in the very beginning on page 5 or 123. And I hope you have a glass of wine and take that in hand and pray with me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon himchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'remeshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zehicher litzi yavat miyitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta v'yotanu ki davavashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. If you have a challah, go and wash your hands before you eat the challah and say the prayer in Hebrew, or you can say, thank you, dear God, for giving us the holy mitzvah of washing our hands. I'll be right back. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Very good. Bim, bum, bim, 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 bum, bim, 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 bum, bim, bum, bim, 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 bum, bim, 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 bum. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, bim, bum, bim, 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 bum, bim, 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 bum. Final blessing. If you have somebody to bless, put your hands on their heads or on their shoulders. If you want to send the blessing out, you can do that as well to the people you love. And repeat after me. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. The Lord bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God's face light up towards you, and may God be gracious to you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face be lifted up towards you, and may God grant you peace. Ken yehi ratzon. So may it be God's will. Shabbat shalom. Everybody have a sweet, healthy Shabbat and a great week. And hopefully we'll be together next week, and hopefully very soon. Our numbers will go down. People will be more resilient, and we'll be able to meet together in temple. Shabbat shalom.